is this
All
great?
right, in this set, we still have 2 more that we're gonna unbox, and one of them is the hand ninja, right? But let me say this. Watch this. I'm gonna set them aside right here, and then I'm gonna go, and it's gonna be like this. Not bad, huh? So we do have 3. Why do we have 3? Because this is the hand ninja. So that means he is part of the hand, the martial arts force known as, kind of like if you think about Ninja Turtles, copy them and they have the foot. Well, this is the hand. And so he's a ninja, part of that ninja assassin group known as the hand. So, I think I said hand way too many times already. Let's get this bad boy open. You can't have just one. You have to have them traveling in groups. So, you know, much like you would want several stormtroopers. So, I don't necessarily need an army. I don't need an army build, but you definitely need more than 2. So look at this beautiful artwork. I love how the eyes look green right there. Same art right here. Mirror image. Look at that. It's absolutely incredible. If you wanted to get a glimpse of that. So let's see what it says, and this is the same art right here. Everybody who's in this set, and 5 is the right leg. Let me just say this, or both legs. Excuse me. Because we have 3 of them, we can probably make extend his legs to be even longer by attaching them. Wouldn't that be something? All right, let's see what it says about the hand ninja. It says, skilled in martial arts and espionage, the ninjas of the hand are a force to be reckoned with. Absolutely. Let's get them open. We might end up opening all 3, because that would be awesome. Now, of course, they're not cheap, so man, look at that. It's STILT Man's legs, and it looks like we might just be able to pop those off. So, not 100% sure, but we also have. Is this supposed to help STILT Man stand? Because not 100% sure if this is supposed to be for STILT Man or for our hand ninja to have really dynamic poses, but I'm gonna assume it's for STILT Man. And then, wow, these are crazy. I wonder if we can just. We sure can. And I'm wondering if we can just. Looks like we sort of can. So anyway, that already answers my question though. Very cool. Alright, we'll set that aside over here for STILT Man. Put this back over here. Let's get our hand ninja out. There we are. Let's get his weapons out. And let's get all of them. We'll leave these hands in there so that we can, maybe on the other ones. Set that aside. Let's get some, see what kind of posing we can do here after we take a look at the sculpt. And the sculpt looks amazing. Let me say that, if I haven't already said that. Look at his head sculpt. So clearly this is attached to here. It's probably glued at the very top. It's probably like a triangle, a rectangle groove that it's glued into if you wanted to remove it. So this looks so familiar, right? And then we have sheath right here that we can put the sword in. Right? Looks like it won't go that way. Looks like it goes this way. But you know what? The shape of that looks like it's supposed to go this way. So we'll go ahead and put the katana in here, which actually looks pretty gorgeous right there. So that's loose. The arms do rotate. Looks like pretty well. Looks like we do have a butterfly joint, even if it's a limited butterfly joint. At least it moves some, which not a whole lot. But it moves some. Let's see, we have double joints at the elbows. Does this move? No, it's painted on. Double joints at the elbows. Moves the high part of the bicep. Look at that. And then it turns right here, which is not quite an ab. Is this an ab crunch? I can't see under this belt because it's painted on, but looks like we do have something that does ab crunch medium and doesn't stay very well. Okay, the sculpt looks great. I'm digging the outfit, the legs so that they can come out. That's why there's slits right here. Let's see, the legs do come to what appears to be a 90-degree angle, but then they're forced back down by this. Let's see, it does turn the high part of the thigh. We do have double joints, big chunky double joints at the knees. Let's see, it turns here where his feet would be, and look, he's got feet like camel. And I'm digging those straps on those almost boot style right here for his feet, and they articulate well. So look at his hands, they go back and forth well, they turn. This is where we can put these weapons right here and just slide them down in there. Look at that. Same thing for this. Because I wanted him to have weapons, that's why I didn't swap the hands. So let's see, I have him holding this one upside down and moving his wrist like that, so he might not be able to hold it like that, and same thing with that sword because his hand isn't doing that movement, but we might still be able to it just doesn't look the same, but that's okay. Because this would bend up like that. But in any event, well, I guess his wrist does sort of, since it goes like this, sort of does that, but it's not the same. So I'll go ahead and just move this back over. Extend these arms. There we go. And let me get him with a better action pose then. Give me a second. His legs are kind of popping back into place instead of staying where I'm moving them. So that's something definitely to note. Okay, so it doesn't hold the poses as great as I would like. It ends up pushing the feet and the legs back into where they were because of this. This is, we can, move it, but it's not as soft as it looks. And then the feet start pushing back. So that's a little unfortunate, but know the limitations of this action figure. So I'm gonna lean him up right here. And hopefully he'll stay actually. It looks cool there. So let me see. Maybe I'll open the other two right now and see how that works out. So already this looks outstanding though. Look at this. Wow. Okay. You know what? Let me go ahead and open the other two. What do you say? We'll put those right here. Alright, let's see. And as a quick reminder, we do have more stilt legs. Let's set those aside. We do have our stand right here. And let's get him out and let's only use this. Let's only use his katana. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I went ahead and bent the arms in like this. We could be holding the sword with both hands, which actually looks really cool. I wanted to have the knee in like this, but the foot just doesn't bend far enough forward and the toes don't bend forward. So I couldn't have him like that. So the best I can do is have him standing like this, but this would require, like for example, us to have a stand, which it's not this one. This is not because it's bigger, but which I'm sure I might be able to force it, but could get stuck. But nonetheless, this looks really cool. So So I'm going to set this like that. And the head articulation isn't as great as I would like it to be. So that's the only other bummer part, because it's restricted right here. But nonetheless, this looks great. I'll set this up right over here. And I'm gonna have to change how this foot looks. Or perhaps I'm holding it the other way, but still looks awesome. Uh-oh, everybody's falling. All right, let me fix that. Okay, better. There we go. And let's get the other one open too. Let's see. Wow, that looks awesome. Again, more stilts. So probably, since we have 2 sets, we can probably get one really tall and one normal size stilt man. I don't know if we need this stand now. Let's get him out. Alright, so I kind of like this pose after all. Even though it is difficult to pose him, I was like, alright, well, let's point his feet. See if we can get him more on a kneeling pose. And I thought this would be a pretty mean looking pose right here. But it's not exactly what I wanted. But still, looks good over here with them. And we can always work on that later. So right now, let's take a close look at all the action figures we have so far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we have a couple more. Well, technically one more in this set. Then Stilt Man. And then if you want, maybe we can open that Spider-Man to Spider-Verse, the one from 2 years ago. Target exclusive. Alright, let's move on.